Lovely friends, this is Grace and welcome to another process video. This is number 72 and it's titled Too Close to Home. This is actually based off of a sketch from Paper Issues, and I will definitely link up that blog in my description below under this video. So I'm starting off with my black cardstock, and I want to mention that I am still using my October homemade kit. I forgot what the title was on this one, but the color scheme was black, bit of pink and gold, I think. And I will link up my version of this homemade kit down in the description below, but I added some navy blues and some silvers on this kit as well. So I love that paper. That's from Recollections, and I love how the arrows or the triangles point to the center, and that's how my layout is going to start off with. Is I want the pictures to go in the center, and they are three 3x4 photos, and I'm going to mat them in the blue pattern paper from Ellie Studios. I think that's from the saltwater line. It's a summer line, but I love the deep blues. And like I said, I added a bunch of dark blues in this kit, so that worked really well. And I'm just going to use it as a mat, so you're only going to see a little bit of that paper, which is fine. It helps to get the eye focused on those pictures because it's matted and um, it's not getting lost in the background. So a little bit about the pictures. It's not the best pictures out there. There's no beautiful scenery, and the reason for that is because these are actually pictures from a fire that happened in our area. I think that was 3 years ago. It is called the Mountain Shadows fire. I think that's what it's called. And I'm trying to think it was. Anyways, we are very fortunate to live really close to the mountains, to the Rocky Mountains actually. And unfortunately, there was an arson fire that affected a lot of people, especially those communities that lived in the foothills of the mountains. And we lived on the other side of the freeway, and so thankfully the fire didn't cross over. We were definitely afraid that it would, but it didn't. But we felt all the smoke, and we could see it was so heartbreaking to see the houses burning right before our eyes. We actually went up to our children's school in their playground, and you know how the playgrounds is, you can climb up all these different um, play areas. So we climbed up at one of them, and we could see all the things that were happening on the other side of the hill, and it was a pretty scary moment. But I took pictures of it, and I also took a picture of the TV, which was pretty much on the whole time that the fire was going. And so I just wanted to document that. This is one of those things where it's not the fun thing to document, but it is part of our history, and so I wanted to make sure that I capture that on a layout. That word epic is actually from a Project Life Value Kit from Heidi Swap. I think it's called Fill in the Words, and it's just kind of a clear acrylic piece, and the words are written in gold. And I'm using a stamp kit from Gossamer Blue, and I'm just going to use the circles, and I'm going to use that as my visual triangle. I had to make marks on my layout just so I know where to put those circles. But before that, I'm going to adhere my background page onto the black cardstock, and I'm using this double-sided tape. I actually don't have a lot of that, but I wanted to use up all of the adhesive that I have on hand before I go out and purchase a new roll of for my ATG gun. I have to say I do miss my ATG gun, but I am trying to be frugal and wise with my purchases lately because we're coming up to December. And so I wanted to make sure that I use up the stuff that I have on hand first before I go out and buy. Although I have made a few purchases here and there, but that will be for a haul video sometime soon. Just here cleaning up my stamp. I like to clean my stamp right off the bat so that it doesn't have any smudges left on it. And then I'm grabbing an eraser to just take out all of those pencil marks that I made. And this is, I think this is like my 6th or my 7th layout for this kit, and so I am basically using up a lot of scraps. And in this layout I decided to use all my paper strip scraps. I want to say I hoard a lot of them because I just love those um, paper strips that we get from Pattern Papers. The one that are on the other side is the barcode. I just like those. So I'm going to add 3 on the bottom and then 3 on the top. One of the strips is actually a die cut from the My Mind's Eye. I think it's more of a wedding line, and it had the gold, which I thought would really work well because I had the word epic, which is in gold, for this layout as well. And I just cut the strips, one of the ends of it, into a notch just to have a little bit of a design on there as well. And then I'm going to be adhering my pictures, and this layout came about really fast for me. I would say in less than 30 minutes. I think it's because I had the sketch already in mind. I had because I didn't have a lot of products to work with anymore, that I didn't have a lot of choices to make basically. I am pulling out some letter stickers so I can make the title, and the title is Too Close to Home. I am picking 2 letter stickers for this. The word close and the word home will be made with these SEI puffy stickers, which I really love. They're very close to thickers. The size and also the thickness of the puffy of the stickers are very close to thickers. I don't remember how much it cost me to get this, but I like it. And then the smaller words will be made with, I think those are October Afternoon. Yes, October Afternoon Tiny Alphas. And I'm also going to be adding some puffy hearts that are from My Mind's Eye in a little bit. I'm going to be adhering this with some fun foam adhesive, or no, not adhesive, but a fun foam, and I'm going to adhere it with some advanced strength glue dots. I just like how it helps me to make the layout or the title page stand out a little bit. The frame was actually cut out from an Avery L frame. I forgot what it's called, but it had some stitching design on it, which is pretty cute. And I used some of it for a different layout. I think I have a process video for it. It's the one where I was channeling Mary Poppins. Anyways, I had a leftover and I used that for this page. And I love those puffy arrows and stickers and hearts from My Mind's Eye. I actually used them up from with this kit. And then I'm adding some wood circles from, I believe that's from the documented line of Dear Lizzie. And I remember that these acrylic words have some paper plastic on the back of it, and so I had to take it off because when I first used one of them in a previous layout, I forgot to take off the plastic, so I had to make sure that I did that. And then there was just a little bit of there's a cut apart sheet from the Crate Paper Oh Darling line, and I had this little tab that says date, and so I added that to the top, and I'm just adding some color shine. It's a turquoise color, and that's gonna do it for me. I did do some handwritten journaling on the top left of my page. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you again soon. Bye guys.